Hello, good day, and welcome back to Coding with Verl. And today I want to continue talking about Go modules and some of the nuances there. Specifically, I want to show you a slight variation on what we did the last time. So in the previous video, and if you haven't watched the video, please go back, make sure you watch it, you understand it. Like I said in that video, make sure you understand what is happening there, the nuance with when you have a package with a different name than the module in the same directory. So in that case, we put the package files, right, the .go files, and that package has a different name, A, in the same directory where we had the go mod file and how you have to import things. Today, we're going to see a slight variation of that. So without further ado, let's jump in. So what are we doing today? So what I want you to focus on is how you import a package when it's defined in the same directory as the module, but the only thing that's changing is the name. So let me illustrate what I mean. So again, we're going to start off with saying that we have a directory for our code, and this could come from a repo, because we know that even if you have a repo, once you check out that repo, it's just a directory on your file system. So we have that. And so the name of the repo is awesome, whatever, the path, the URL to it, no big deal, nothing changed there. But now, once we create a go.mod file in that directory, we immediately have the name of the module, and we also have the module path, which is going to be our repository URL and the name of the module. Again, this is assuming that we put the go.mod file in the directory, in the root of that repo, which we're doing here. And the reason I have that dotted line outlining the pink area to represent the module is because I'm saying that the go.mod file is not in a directory of the repo, but it's rather sitting right there in the root. And that's why I have like a dotted outline. Same thing, if we add some Go file to the same directory where our go.mod file is, we immediately get a package, because Go files must be in a package. So we now have the package name, and we're going to be able to say what the package path is that we need to use to import. Now note again that the Go file is sitting next to the go.module file also. So there's no directory or subdirectory thing happening here. And so therefore we have two things happening in the same exact repository directory, right? We have a module being defined and called thing, and we have a package being defined called thing. And when we import, we do import in some out of Go file to use this package. Well, the import is, module path, even though that's also the package name is thing. And if you remember from the documentation, it says what the package path is. The package path is the package name preceded by the module path. But in this case, we see to use this package thing, we don't go scm.me/verl/awesome/thing, which is the module path, /thing, which would be the package name, right? Like we just have one thing as opposed to the two things. So if you look at my previous video, you'll see the difference here. In the previous case, when our package was called A, even though the Go files are sitting right there next to the go.mod file, when we do the import, we have to say imported as a alias to the module path name. And that is because we couldn't say import thing because there's no package called thing. And we tried this and we saw the error. But notice, once we change the name of that package, we don't have thing/thing. If you try to do that, you'll see it fail, and we'll try it. So now that you sort of understand this, let's see it in action. So here I am at the command line, and what I'm going to do is copy episode 2 to 3 so I don't have to rewrite some of the code. And I'm going to say Chromium. I'm using Chromium, but if you use VS Code, that's fine. I'm going to open up that, and I'm going to open up a terminal within VS Code so I don't have to drop back to the terminal outside. And so we already have our Go mod file in this directory. Again, this directory represents our repo because we cloned it from our repo. and we had this package A. Now, we're not going to call this package A, we're going to call this thing. So this is going to become thing, which is the exact name as our module. If you remember, our module name is like thing. So now we need to change this also to thing. Now, of course, we should update this to say that this function is being called from thing package. Okay. Now here, the file names, we can just call it package1.go and package2.go, since it's not package A anymore. All right, cool. So that's going on. Now let's go over to our main.go where we need to import things. This is still going to work because we're just aliasing the package. We can try this. So that's fine. So I'm just going to take this out and say we don't want to use an alias, and we just want to use this. And as you can see, just using thing gives us access to foo, which is exactly what we want. And so we can see that this also works. So if the package path is just the package name appended to the module path, well then, and then the package is within that module. So this should work, but as you can see, it clearly is not working. So those are the slight nuance that you have to be aware of with where you put a package in relationship to the module file, right? And you can see that there's this difference here that, yeah, it's not quite working this way when you have a package with this name. It doesn't matter. Even if it was A like before, we saw it out, that did not work either. We had to say, alias the module path to get A. So that's the second sort of nuance with module and packages and where the package files are defined. Again, this was very short, but hopefully you understand this. Really try this out and try to understand the difference between what we've done here and in the previous one. And the basic thing is Go source file or package file is in the same directory as the module. And the only thing that's changing is the package name and understanding the difference there. In the next video, we'll see how to create a package in a different directory within the module directory. If you're new here, hopefully you find this information helpful and you learned something. Consider becoming a member and subscribing to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you know when I post videos, and thumbs up the video if you learned something. If you are already subscribed, thank you so much for taking the time to subscribe and to sticking with the videos and coming back and watch when I post. Take care. See you in the next video. Bye.